Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. Today we are going to be talking about the current atmosphere that we are finding ourselves in. Over the last 24 hours I've received 4 messages from dear friends who have asked for clarification on some of these energy that's swirling around. So I thought it would be a good time to just go ahead and create a new video that I can post that can be watched as many times as necessary as we move through this astrological eclipse season. With the new moon in Scorpio that is going to be arriving on the 4th of November, there's going to continue to be this very tense energy that surrounds us. So first I want to start with a thought that came to mind after deciding I was going to do a video. I pictured this in my mind. I pictured a person waking up, being startled awake, and they are in a foreign country that they don't speak the language, they can't read the signs, and they have an infant who cannot communicate. And that infant is not well and needs to be seen by someone in the medical community. And as you're startled awake and you're realizing that this is the environment that you find yourself in, the anxiety begins to build rather drastically. And as that vision came to me this morning, I realized that that's our collective, that's our group, that's where we're at right now. As a collective, a lot of people are really struggling with what's happening. So I thought I would take a minute and just kind of talk this through. Hopefully provide some clarification and maybe a little peace for what this current situation is. To be honest, I feel that chaos and tension and challenges are a good thing, and I'm grateful when they arrive in my life because that tells me that it's time for me to get out of my rut. It's time for me to make a change. Typically, it's when one of these two planets, I've got the Uranus candle lit as well as my Pluto candle today, when one of these two planets decides that it's time for me to make a change, then I start to feel tense and anxious, and or I'm being met with some circumstances that are forcing me to do something. So there are many squares that are going to be presenting in the astrological sky in the coming, 6 to 8 weeks. And those squares are very important for us to understand that they're there for purpose, and the purpose is to get us out of our rut. They, in my opinion, I look at those type situations with gratitude, knowing that I'm in the last leg of this race, and I'm so excited because it has been a very, very, very long, arduous race, and one that I'm going to win, and I'm rounding the corner to home. So now, what can you do in the middle of all of this chaos that seems to be around us all? Whether that's dissatisfaction with your home life, dissatisfaction with your job, dissatisfaction with your family, that's all popping up right now. And why? We want to know why. Well, we just went through a retrograde cycle, and we've talked before about the Saturn and Uranus square that is presented 3 times this year, 2 times so far this year, a total of 3 times this year. It's going to perfect again on the 24th of December. And now that the planets are moving forward again, we're getting back to that square. So the relief that we felt over the time of retrograde has also allowed us an opportunity to change in the manner in which we deal with things. So the square perfection is not going to change, but what will change is the manner that you look at that. How do you see it? Are you grateful for these changes that are being presented at the time of the square? And let's go back to the understanding of that square. So we've got Saturn is in Aquarius and Uranus is in Taurus. So the sign of Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet that makes sudden changes, okay? And when there's a square like this, we are being asked to align with the age of Aquarius. that is upon us, that has already stepped into play. We're almost a year into it now, as a matter of fact. So we are in the age of Aquarius. The three-dimensional understandings are no longer supported. Five-dimensional energies are supported. So what did we learn during this retrograde cycle that we can apply to the current dynamics at hand without it throwing us into a tailspin? What can we do? My first and foremost thought is be grateful. I have found that my peace comes in at times of chaos. I can now be peaceful in very chaotic moments, knowing that chaos is there to break things down so a new order can be built, one that matches the energy that I have and the energy that I choose to resonate with. The old paradigm has to be broke down so that I can align with something that better matches the energy that I've worked hard to achieve, and so have you. So this chaos that you're feeling is no different than you being startled awake with an infant in hand without any answers in sight and not being able to speak the language, and how crazy all of that is. Have peace and knowing that the answers are coming. How can you find them? How can you use this energy? Let's get back to our root, which is be still. Still your mind. Practice present moment awareness. Recognize that at any moment in time, like this one, for example, whatever chaos happens to be reaping havoc everywhere else, perhaps, is just not here. It's just not here right now. And I'm choosing to be right here, right now. So be in this moment in time. That will certainly help you. Understanding that there is peace in chaos. You don't have to participate in it. You don't even have to like it. As a matter of fact, it might suck to be sitting in it, but at least you can have peace in knowing that there's a means to an end. There's a divine order being played out right now to help you, to make this energy help you align with your greatest good. We also have the North Node is being activated as we clear out this nodal axis, as we achieve the goodness that we needed to achieve on this nodal axis, as it shifts in January to be the Scorpio-Taurus axis. Any surprise that we've got a new moon in Taurus and that Uranus is going to be standing exact opposite in the sky at that time? Not to me. Not to me. Be comfortable in knowing that there's a means to an end. There's a purpose for this transition, transformation. Pluto is working very hard to break up all the principles in Capricorn that have got us where we are today. Top-down authority, losing your power, allowing someone else to take your power, have someone having leverage over you, your freedoms being challenged. All of that is Aquarian, the age of Aquarius, and the breakdown of Capricorn energy relative to Pluto that has been morphed into something that is dysfunctional that needs to now be washed away. So this is all very purposeful. We're right where we need to be. And you are an integral part in this. And the part that you play, please allow it to be peaceful. Calm your mind. Appreciate the change, appreciate the chaos, because it will align you to your greatest good. We are amidst eclipse season. Eclipse season is also sudden changes, washing away things that we have pledged to give up during this retrograde cycle. Well, it's time for it to be washed away as well. So we've got some powerful energy coming up in the next 60 days. Please be patient with yourself. Please get lots of rest, lots of hydration, and also be compassionate when it comes to your fellow man. It is very possible that they are having their own awakening that may feel like they've woken up in a strange country what they thought they knew that they don't know, and they've got people to take care of and they just don't know how they're going to do it. So they're going to act out in ways that may be not that good. Show compassion. You don't have to stand opposite them. Find a way to provide compassion and understanding that in recognition of differences of others is where we can unite now. It's okay for people to be different. It's okay for people to act differently. If they act in a way that is harmful to you, get away from it. Go home. Be home. And then be peaceful in that home. Be quiet in that home. And allow that quiet and your spirituality and your intuition to guide you to what does resonate with you at the level in which you are vibrating. You've worked hard to get here. Now let the universe do what it needs to do to clear some things away in your sphere. It's okay. It's going to be okay. And the more you can lean into it and relax and recognize that this is all happening for our greatest good as an individual, but that of the collective, you will find some peace in the chaos. Happy awakening. I'm so glad that I could share this time with you. If you have any questions, please post them in your comments below. I'm also going to put the name again of the store where my daughter purchased these wonderful candles and scents and oils. So in case you wish to purchase some and burn candles in your home to signify these glorious days ahead, I'll put the information in the comment box below. In the information box below. If you like this video, please do click the like button. If you find that this video could be helpful to someone else, please do share it with them. It has been a pleasure to share time with you today, and I would be happy to produce any other videos. If you have an idea, put it in a comment box so that I can sit with it and talk to my guides and get some wise advice, perhaps, as we navigate this multi-dimensional change that we are currently in. Namaste.